Hello and welcome. Today, we're exploring the rarest and most beautiful photos of Native Americans that you won't find in any history book. Like and subscribe. A Navajo man with black painted face, 1904. A striking image symbolizing traditional ceremonies and cultural identity. A Tewa girl captured in 1906. Her innocence and traditional hairstyle symbolizing her unique cultural roots. Native American prisoners rest by the Southern Pacific Railroad near the Nueces River, Texas, 1886, a somber moment in their history. John Smith, the oldest Native American, reportedly lived across 3 centuries, from the 1700s to the 1900s, passing away at 137 years old. A Native American man on a motorcycle in the 1910s, blending tradition with the early rise of modern technology. Zosh Clishan, a young Apache, photographed in 1906, reflects the resilience and pride of his people amid a rapidly changing world. Ceremonial salmon gift, 1940. In this rare image, natives present a salmon to a train engineer, a gesture of respect in a world where old meets new. Geronimo, at the 1901 Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, captured at the crossroads of history and survival. Pretty Nose, a woman war chief, is remembered for her bravery at the Battle of Little Bighorn, a rare and powerful role in history. Tom Torlino, a Navajo student in 1882, before and after attending the Carlisle School, highlighting attempts to erase Native identities. Wishran Girl, every bead and stitch of her intricate attire tells a story of identity and artistry, a reflection of her community's enduring pride. One of the few documented images of a Native American living with a wolf, showcasing their bond with nature. Date unknown. An Alaskan Native woman with her child, 1922. This portrait captures the resilience and warmth of family life in a harsh environment. Hakalal, a Nakoaktok chief, 1914. His regal presence and traditional attire honor the leadership and heritage of his people. In Yuma culture, men courted with flutes. This Arizona musician was photographed in San Francisco, blending tradition with a modern setting. A Navajo man wears a Hashabad mask, invoking the goddess's blessings during a healing ceremony, a sacred tradition of strength and spirituality. A Native man watches the newly built Transcontinental Railroad, 1868, a symbol of progress, but also displacement for his people. Kwakiutl tribesmen arrive at a wedding in their beautifully crafted canoe, British Columbia, 1914, blending art with tradition. A Native family transported to Europe as zoo exhibits in 1889, a haunting reminder of exploitation during that era. Kwakiutl chief's daughter. Her piercing gaze reveals a young woman who carries the weight of her heritage and the dignity of a leader's lineage. Move over Pocahontas and Sacagawea. Toypurina, California's first woman rebel, defied colonizers and etched her name in American history. White Bull and Sitting Bull, key figures in Native history, both fought brutally at the iconic Battle of Little Bighorn. Navajo, Papago, Apache, and Hopi leaders agree to stop using swastika symbols in their designs. Arizona, 1940. A Kwakiutl shaman performs a sacred ritual, 1914. His movements and attire reflect the deep spiritual traditions of the Pacific Northwest. A Wishram woman displays a rare dentalium shell nose piercing, a symbol of nobility, showcasing her tribe's rich artistry and cultural pride. Legendary Chippewa chief John Smith hits the road in 1920, embracing modernity while embodying the spirit of his ancestors. Hooper fisherman. Balanced over rushing waters, He holds his spear with quiet focus, a tradition passed down to honor both the fish and the river. In the late 19th century, human zoos showcased native villages alongside exotic animals, a dark chapter in both Europe and America's history. A Nunavak island man dons a wooden bird headdress, circa 1929, blending artistry and tradition in this striking portrait. A Navajo man in a traditional bear costume, 1914. A striking image capturing the tribe's spiritual connection to nature and wildlife. Hattie Tom, a Chiricahua Apache woman, photographed during the 1898 Trans-Mississippi Exposition, embodying strength and elegance. A Hopi hairdresser in Arizona styles a girl's hair into squash blossom whirls, symbolizing her readiness for marriage. Tradition meets artistry, 1900s. Slow Bull's wife, Dakota, 1907. Her quiet strength and traditional attire capture the enduring spirit of Dakota Native women. A haunting reminder of the bison extermination in 19th century America, a calculated assault on native cultures and survival. Absaroka mother and child, wrapped in each other's warmth, their portrait tells a poignant story of love, resilience, and the fight to preserve a way of life. David Miller sketches Joseph Whitebull in 1930, honoring a Bighorn survivor ahead of the historic Crazy Horse Memorial reunion in 1948. Initially feared, Native soldiers in the Civil War earned respect. This unknown warrior embraced the uniform with pride and defiance. Geronimo, though never a chief, sold signed photos like this to support himself, showcasing his resilience and entrepreneurial spirit. A Dakota woman softens buffalo hide using animal fats, preserving traditions that shaped daily life through resourceful craftsmanship. A young Spokane woman, circa 1880s, radiates dignity and strength, embodying the heritage of her people in every detail. Bear Bull, a Blackfoot elder, demonstrates an ancient hair arrangement method, connecting past generations through cultural pride. Nakoaktok tribe members perform the Hamatsa ritual dance wearing elaborate masks, 1914, showcasing their ceremonial traditions. Nootka archer, caught mid-draw, this striking image immortalizes the raw skill of a hunter whose precision once meant survival for his people. Oil-rich native, 1920s, draped in the wealth of black gold, this proud Oklahoman defied stereotypes, rewriting the narrative of indigenous prosperity. Jicarilla girl, her steady eyes and carefully braided hair reflect a culture's beauty and strength, captured in the face of a determined child. A striking 1912 portrait of a Native American couple, capturing a blend of traditional clothing and early 20th century photography. Native Americans line up to vote for the first time after gaining the right in 1924, overcoming decades of obstacles like literacy tests and voter suppression. An Absaroka mother holds her child close, 1908. A tender moment, showing the enduring strength and love within Native communities. An Apache man kneels to kiss Pope John XXIII's hand during a Vatican audience in 1961, symbolizing a meeting of cultures and faiths. Hidatsa man with eagle, standing tall with his prize, he honors a sacred bond with nature, his presence as majestic as the eagle itself. A young Sioux woman poses in full traditional dress, representing the elegance and resilience of her people, part of a proud coalition of tribes. Navajo men dressed as mythical characters for a ceremonial dance, their costumes preserving ancient stories and traditions. A Hopi girl poses for a striking portrait, her gaze calm and confident, embodying the beauty and cultural richness of her heritage. A Native couple, photographed in 1886, their stoic expressions reflecting both their cultural pride and the challenges of the era. Pomo Girl, California. This rare portrait highlights the beauty and resilience of a young girl from the Pomo people. Long Knife, his fierce expression and name evoke the warrior spirit of his ancestors standing unbroken in a rapidly changing world. Ancient ruins of a Native American civilization in Arizona, 1873. A rare glimpse into the rich history of the Southwest. Kwakiutl spirit costume. Draped as Nuhlim Kilaka, his otherworldly attire blurs the line between man and myth, a living embodiment of spiritual tradition. A ceremonial mask from Bela Bela mythology, worn during a Tlu'ulahu dance, depicts the hunter who defeated a giant, man-eating octopus.